like 2 medium-sized finely chopped onions, and like a couple of green chilies. They are finely chopped too. I would like to add green chilies because our palate is so used with the spices. So but if you don't want it, just ignore the chili, don't add it. And 2 raw eggs, some mozzarella cheese, and some vegetable oil or olive oil. Finally, salt, pure ground black pepper. Next comes is Italian seasoning. So here are the ingredients for the chicken cake. First of all, the chicken. If you wanted to have the minced chicken, just go ahead with it. But what we did is we blended the whole like the chicken, and this is the chicken we're using. Now going into the actual part. So add the salt according to the taste into the meat, which could be like, you know, grounded, or you can use a blender and make it into thick paste. So this is chicken basically. And then goes the Italian seasoning. Like just sprinkle all over on the top. See? Yep, that should be good. Then black pepper. This I would suggest to you, like if you're not like a spicy person, just don't add like too much of it. But like I said, our palate is so much is used and we love spicy. So yep, we can add as much we want. And now then goes the garlic powder. Or you can also use like the crushed garlic too. Then onions and green chilies. If you don't want green chilies and you think that would make your recipe too spicy, should not add the green chili. 2 teaspoons of oil. You have to use both your hands and mix it very well, so like, you know, everything blends and becomes like a thick, nice paste. And one more suggestion, like, you know, like a tip. So if you wanted to blend and make it like a thick paste, bless you, like thick paste of meat, make sure that you're not adding no water at all into this into the meat while you're blending, because chicken already releases a lot of water. That itself is more than enough. We don't need to add any water to it. Now we will beat the raw eggs. I'm adding only just salt, nothing more in it. And after beating it up nicely, like whisking it, I took a non-stick pan, added like 1 teaspoon of oil, and now I'm gonna put this raw egg into the pan and make a plain omelet. If you wanted to add anything else, you can. There it is. So I'm not bursting that bubble at all because I just want a plain, like regular omelet. This is the process we're gonna do. Meanwhile, when like, you know, we're mixing up all the chicken with all other spices. Now we will do this on a high flame. Now I'm gonna flip it over the omelet and serve it in the plate. Here's the omelet. I'm gonna leave this aside, and now we're gonna jump into the main recipe. I'm gonna take a deep pan, and what we're doing right here is without the stove. This is like, we're not putting anything on the stove, so we added like almost like 4 teaspoons of oil into it, and you see how she is you know, spreading evenly all over the pan. And the next step is, before you're putting anything into the pan, make sure that you actually separate this and make it into 2 equal portions of meat. You see that? Now, take first 1 portion of meat and put it in the pan like that, and spread it evenly using your hands. After you fit whole meat evenly to the pan like that, you see, without leaving any of the edges, and make sure you see how the oil is coming. If you wanted to use butter, you can just go ahead and use butter too. That gives like more like, you know, flavor, that little bit salty taste. So we placing omelet on it. This is the reason I said like I want the omelet even, round, without no cutting or breaking. If you want, you can just add any other meat too. So now we are creating our mozzarella cheese. If you wanted to go with the slices, just go ahead, it doesn't matter. But we would prefer to go with the grating. So we're using this mozzarella cheese to grate. If you want, like I said, you can just put like ham, bacon, turkey slices, and other type of buffalo chicken slices or anything on it. But as of now, we are out of stock of all of that. So we're just using like a plain egg. As this is the first time we're trying this dish, if it comes out great, next time we're gonna do the same by adding a tons of meat on it. And we will be adding the whole cube of cheese, like the cube cheese what we showed you earlier. That's actually 200 grams of cheese, so we're going to use all of that because we need a thick layer of cheese in between, because that cheese is the main ingredient for this dish. That itself gives a great taste to the dish. But if you be a little, like, you know, too much on the cheese, if you say things that, nope, the dish is gonna ruin. Wow, that looks like a snow bed to me. So this is a thick cheese bed. So now this next part is, remember the second portion of the meat we had. So we're gonna put that on top of the cheese, and again, like, you know, make it, spread it evenly all the way to the corners of the pan. You see how like she's spreading everything evenly? And don't press it too hard, because we don't want the cheese to get squeezed. We want it to see like 4 layers. So don't press it hard. But this is how we have to make it. Like, you know, spread it evenly all the way to all the corners of this pan. Turn on the flame. Put this pan with the meat on the flame and cover that with the lid. And make sure that is on the medium flame. After 5 minutes, you see how that is, and you can smell, it's like, that's really delicious. And so after like exactly 5 minutes, like I said, you will be testing to see if all the edges are like easy. Yeah, like easily, like we can take it out or not. Now take a big plating plate. It could be microwavable or like a big steel plate like that without no edges. Okay, all right, the next step, come on, put that on the pan. Put your stove on the flame on a low flame. Use a towel because it will be hot, or you can use a mitten to. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my god, I don't know how my sister does this. She does it so freaking great. Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. So now again, as this has to get, like, you know, the other side has to get cooked, we're gonna again put some oil, like 4 to 5 teaspoons of oil. And you see the edges, like how does it burn? That's all cheese. So now in order to get cooked on the other side, we're gonna put it in the pan back. Easy and peasy. Make sure you don't break it. There it is. After a little bit of struggle, she did put back on the pan to get it cooked on the other side of the cake, like chicken cake. Let's see what's gonna happen, how it looks and how it tastes like in a few minutes. here it is. So it's already fully cooked. You can see, I mean, if you ask me how you know it, like, it doesn't take too long because it's a chicken. If it's any other meat, I don't know about it. But because it's chicken, it cooks super duper fast. So it hardly took like 20 minutes for it to cook, like on the both sides. So now what we're gonna do is take it down from the flame, and we do the same thing, like flip it, like, you know, put it on the plate. All right, this is the final product of a chicken cake, or you can say a huge giant chicken sandwich. See, that is freaking delicious. It smells so gorgeous. It's beautifully, like, you know, caramelized, like all the sides. Now you see the juicy, the cheese, how it's like oozing out, and also the meat is not dry. That's the best part. It's still juicy and all. So let's not wait and let's try it. Let's dig it. Woo! Wow, that's going smooth. I wasn't expecting that. Damn. It's so hot. It is actually very hot. All right. Wow, this is so perfectly cooked. Do you see that? You see that, how it's like medium cooked? Like, that's so perfectly cooked. The cheese, egg, oh my god, it's everything like so perfect and delicious. I can't see any faults in it. Oh boy, this is so delicious. Oh my god, you guys have to try this. This is a mouthful of bundle of flavors just like popping in my mouth. Guys, please do try it and let us know, okay? Oh my god, this is so delicious. Great job, Sissy. Okay, so what are you guys still waiting for? Just start like making the recipe. It's so delicious. It's like a good breakfast and a good dinner, everything. So let us know.
My mouth is full flavorful layer. It's very good.
Yep, it's like, it's really juicy, delicious, perfectly cooked, and like I said, you can add more meat into it and anything into it. So please do subscribe and let us know your experience through the comments. Bye and stay safe.